This collection began life as a fat folder in my file cabinet. For years, in haphazard fashion, I had torn out, or in later internet times, printed out, every mention I saw of Charles Portis and placed it in the folder. A page-a-day calendar list of Garrison Keillor's 5 favorite funny novels, including Masters of Atlantis. A column by James Wolcott in Vanity Fair after the publication of Gringos. Too infrequently, a story by Portiss himself from the Atlantic or the Oxford American would go into the file. I had a certain home field advantage over other Portiss aficionados, and they are legion, because I am from Little Rock. For example, I had written for and subscribed to the Arkansas Times, then a magazine, now a weekly paper, and therefore found in my mailbox in New York in 1991 a long piece by Portiss about the Washita River, which meanders through the South Arkansas of his boyhood. I had read True Grit sometime in my teens. It came out when I was 10, and the John Wayne film the next year, but didn't recognize its greatness. Perhaps I didn't think then that a great book could come from our little outpost in Arkansas. The novels I borrowed indiscriminately from my mother's stash of Book of the Month Club selections were set in glamorous locales. Arthur Haley's Hotel, New Orleans, James Ramsey Ullman's The Day on Fire, Paris, haunted by an absinthe-drinking poet based on Rimbaud. Annie Dillard says this book made her want to be a writer. And Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment. Guess where? The earliest inclusion in my Portiss file was a 1984 story from the New York Times, a paper I read daily in a small apartment in Dallas, where I was unhappily teaching high school. The story told of 2 bookstore employees in New York who were so smitten with Portiss's 5-year-old out-of-print novel, The Dog of the South, that they bought all 183 remaining hardcover copies — it had never appeared in paperback — and set them up as the sole window display in the Madison Avenue bookshop. The books sold fast to the curious and to those collared by the hand-selling bookstore staff. Remember independent bookstores? And the novel enjoyed a mini-revival. The Times writer contacted Portiss in Little Rock, and Portiss told the reporter that he was surprised and very pleased by the attention.